is that? We are in the Mojave Desert in California, about 3 hours from Vegas, and uh, about 4 hours from San Diego. But we're in the middle of the burning hot desert. But if you know where the 29 Palms military base is, that is actually that right there behind those mountains. All behind these mountains here. So we get to see like their helicopter practices and their, how far from Oregon? Oh God, long ways. Long ways. Drivable, but a long ways. Are you in Oregon, Vic? Because it's nice out there. It's gorgeous there too. Mountainous and beautiful, and it's cold there though, I think. So, yes, I am. Okay. Yeah, Oregon is a beautiful place. I've driven through, but don't know really much about the landscape of Oregon, but only what I've seen when I've driven through. So, but the mountains are beautiful there. I want to ride my side by side. Yes, we do. We had one. We used to do so. I don't know if you can see. I'm going to go this side. These are all the trails, and we had one, and we did all these trails. I'll take you onto this side. There's a bunch of amazing trails. Actually, on that side over there, on this side of the mountain, there's a bunch of trails, and you can go see all the old mining where they used to mine for gold, all on those trails on the mountains on this side. So there's a bunch of amazing trails way up in the mountains, and you can actually check out all the mines. Look up the Tunnel Falls. Look up the Tunnel Falls. You should hike it. It's beautiful. Ah, I can imagine. Yeah, there is a lot of hiking trails here too. I have a video on my channel about some of the trails that are here. And hi, good morning, Dre, sweetheart. Nice to meet you. About all the trails in Joshua Tree. There's so many trails, but I don't know if you can see on this mountain over here coming up. There's a bunch of trails on that mountain, but you can only go so far with the side-by-side because the government owns most of this land, so you can only go so far. And that's why we love it here, is because no one else can build around us. No one else can build anywhere over here. We're the last house, which is really nice. Good morning, Dr. Sweetheart, or Dre. Dre. So yeah, it's pretty nice. And then at times we get to see all the military practices, usually right there between those mountains are where they practice. And they do practice on this side too. I have some videos on my channel, some shorts of military practices. And California, yes. Yeah, Dre, we're in, I was saying earlier, we're about 3 hours from Vegas and about 4 hours from San Diego. So we're in the tip of the Mojave. So, and I'm out here with my two beautiful loves of my life right here. There's one. Mewing cat. We're in the Mojave Desert in California. There's my other baby. And we're just enjoying our morning fire. And we can check out over here because this is really nice. Get on the quad and show us around. So that's one thing. I don't drive it. My husband does. So I'm petrified of it, but you should see me. I'm all like, got my helmet on, my glasses on. But that would be a good live show. So far, we own about 5 acres, so our land goes pretty much to the telephone poles. I don't know roughly what we have fenced in. I think it's about 1 acre, an acre and a half maybe. But yeah, Then we own all the way. So we used to have we used to drive in when we bought the house. The entrance or the gate to get in, the driveway was here. So this was our driveway, but because the sand was so soft, we kept getting stuck, and you can kind of, I don't know if you can kind of see, but here, the sand was so soft. So we had to reroute. We had some guys come in and make us a new road. And so now our entrance is on this side. And so our road basically to come in, I thought it's Monday because in my area it's 10 p.m. Oh, who's we? Oh, my husband and I, and my two dogs, Mr. Hodor and Miss Bluesy, or Dupers and Mr. Buddy. But this is our new volunteer food bank. That's what you do? Volunteer food bank? It's 7:45. Thank you, JK. Good morning. Morning, everyone. So it's actually bearable out here. So we planted all these trees hoping someday we'll get some shade on the property. So let's see. When we originally bought this property, it was desolate. It didn't have, anything on it. It was pretty much, I'll show you the house right now. It's over. Switch it. So our house was like really beat up. Wasn't livable. How much it costs? It's expensive. What a damn. Who would buy this desert? You bought it. We bought 5 acres, yes. And when we bought it, our house was not as bad as this, but it did have an outhouse on the property. So we basically bought the property because we knew no one else could build around us. Hi, Catherine. Good morning. Nice to see you again. Thanks for coming yesterday to my live. We knew that no one else could build on the land. We have our own water source. And when we bought it extremely. Good morning, Philip. Good morning. Extremely cheap. We tore it down, and the whole inside is brand new. Everything's brand new bathroom, bedrooms, kitchens, floors, electrical, plumbing. We actually had to put in a huge water filtration system, which is insanely crazy because the well water, obviously you don't want to be drinking it. And at the time when we bought the house, we couldn't even like bathe in it or wash our dishes. So we had to put this amazing water filtration system in. And you can see it's a pretty crazy filtration system. So at least now we can, it seems like a desert in Saudi Arabia. Very horrible. Is this the land designated for a prison? So it's funny you say that because this military base here, this is where they go to train people that are stationed or getting deployed to Iraq. So this military base has the same landscape, the same terrain, the same temperatures, the same everything as Iran, Iraq. So this is where they go to before they get deployed. How many acres? I have 5. So my land goes out pretty much to that telephone pole out there, right to this telephone pole here. So this roadway is like an easement that we share. And then it goes out to that telephone pole there. It's pretty beautiful. What's wrong with you, Tiger? It is. It's very beautiful. Jose, Is this native land? No, it actually is not. There is there is an Indian tribe though, further on that side, on the side that I'm pointing to now, and there is a casino in 29 Palms that they have. So, and their land is protected. You cannot. There's nothing on their land. So, but this is government land here. Actually, we're not even considered part of a town. Our town is really called Wonder Valley, but because it's not on the map, we're considered part of 29 Palms. So it's really interesting. But looks like a New Mexico. Don't talk like that, Catherine. Thank you. Hello. Hi. Good morning. I wouldn't buy this place for free. Yeah, well, a lot of people feel that way. A lot of people do feel that way. Some people don't like it, you know. Some people um, don't like this type of place. But I needed I needed a place to go to escape the madness of the world in the city. So I work in the city, so I travel. I travel 3 hours back to the city to work during the week. My husband, lives here, but it's nice because I get to. Good morning, Greta. Good morning, everyone. Is this Disneyland? So I get to. Yesterday, I was in my hot tub because it was nice and cool. So I was chilling in this. It gets pretty windy out here, so we have to. Everything is sandbag, and you can see my bikini underwear from yesterday. But we really have it for our animals. So we had a really tiny apartment, and it wasn't fair to them. So now they have all this land and they love it. Unfortunately, my little one got bit by a rattle, the most dangerous one, actually, the most deadly, a few months ago. I have a video of that too. Hi, little girl. Good morning. Good morning. Oh, you're so beautiful. So that was pretty scary. We're way out here. So there he goes. So we're 2 hours from anything. So it was pretty scary for her. And for me, it was a really rough experience. But I have a video on my channel about that. And what I had to go through, how much it cost, and her recovery, and just it was pretty bad because I was 2 hours away from the nearest hospital, and it was messed up. She was not doing good. Yeah, there was nothing I could do. I was like trying to get her there as fast as I could, and she was pretty much, dying in the car seat, in the car passenger seat. She was struggling to breathe, and it was a bad experience. So, and then I later found out from the vet that they said it was a Mojave, a green Mojave, I believe, or Mojave rattler, which is one of the deadliest figures, right? So, so now we pretty much kind of like cut down all the bushes, and I believe this is where she got bit, is over here, because she likes to chase lizards. And the lizards have all their homes underneath here, and she's brought me back a few dead lizards. So yeah, it's pretty crazy. But I think this is where the rattler was, and it somehow got over here underneath here. So we boarded everything up. This is stuff that we tore out of the house that we're eventually going to burn. But yeah, at least the dog is better. Oh, it was Uncle Artie's Bar and Grill of the stupidity. One reason why I don't live in the desert. You know what? We've lived here for a while, and that is the first incident that we have had. We have scorpions. We've seen we have all kinds of pictures of scorpions and tarantulas, and they don't really come near the house, but this one here she's very curious about everything. So my other guy, he is lazy. He doesn't care. He's pretty chill. But she's a little, she gets into trouble a lot. So, but we really haven't seen anything, come to the house. Oh, well, I shouldn't say that. I have a video of a snake that was right in front of, right there on this side of the house, right below that window. So, and a tarantula. Some dogs have instinctive fear of snakes and some don't. Right, exactly. Yeah, she's not afraid of anything, which is why I come out when I'm here, we come out every morning. We check the property. We cut down like all the, the bush that she can get into. Like, this is one of her favorite places to go, is this one right here. And so we kind of cleaned it up because it was really full. It needs to be done again. But these were all full. We cut them all down because this is where actually she finds a lot of the lizards. Yeah, so but it's still a beautiful place. It's gorgeous. The best months are probably October through January, February. Those are like the most beautiful. We get some snow. There's a huge mountain way in the distance. I don't know if everybody can see that, but that's one of the biggest ski places, and you can see some of the trails on those mountains there. So yeah, so when we bought the place, it had an outhouse over here, and then we just replaced all new windows, doors, electrical, plumbing, everything. We replaced the siding, did the roof, have a little shed for a washer dryer, but there's our well for our water, and it's nice. You probably have coach whips out there, mostly lizard eaters. Beautiful. There's so many different species of snakes out here. I couldn't believe when I was doing research for the video I did on her. I just could not believe how many different. How do you get water? We have a well. That's our well. And then we had to put in a water filtration system, a massive water filtration system. Because at the time, yes, those are Palo Verde trees. At the time, we could not even like wash our dishes or take a shower. So we put in this massive water filtration, and now we don't drink it. We still don't drink the water. Hey, Catherine, it's going good. How are you, hon? Yeah, we still don't drink the water. So all our water we buy, we purchase, but it's really beautiful out here. It's just, mesquite and Palo Verde. JK, he knows, he's a regular. He knows it all. So yeah, we put these trees hoping, what's wrong with the water? Why can't you drink it? I think if I can remember back, I think it was there was too many minerals in it, I guess, or I'm not sure what the whole thing is, but we had the town come out and test the water, the well water, and that's when it came back with something was in it that we needed to, we couldn't drink it. So then we put the water filtration system in, and then we were like, no, we're still not going to drink it. So, hey, Bing. Nice. Honey mesquite is another good tree to have around you if you have the water. Yeah, so we have all kinds of water. If you can see these, like, because we're trying to grow. So you can see the little water tube. And we have that water tube going to you can see it, the tube on the ground going out everywhere. So all our trees out here, Morningtown, minerals bad for kidneys. Oh, okay. Mining town, that's right, because it was a mining town. How come everybody else drinks the water out of the well? Because they're brave. I mean, you could drink it. You could, but I definitely don't want to get sick, so I don't want to chance it. I just don't want to chance it. So anyway, we put all this water for, you can see all the water tubes that are going to all our plants all the way around the the property. It depends where the well is and the depth of the well. Okay, yeah. I know for sure that we could actually smell, like it smelled really bad. I don't know if it was the pipes or what, but when we first bought the house, it was like rotten eggs. It was terrible. It was awful. What state is this? Hey, King. This is California. So we're right in the heart of, not heart, we're not Death Valley, Mojave, but we are considered Mojave Desert. I don't know if you're familiar with Joshua Tree National State Park, but we're an hour and a half from there. So, and we're about 3 hours from Vegas. Being ICP testing necessary for sure. Yeah, I think that's what it was. We did have it tested like completely, because this place, like I said, was in shambles. It was not, we couldn't live in it. Like the first 6 months, my river spot is Cabola. I'm not familiar with that. What is the smoke? Oh, we burning. So obviously we don't have trash service either. So we have to burn our trash. So that's what we do. Usually at night. Is my little girl. We usually do it at night, but the winds have been extremely, extremely bad. Like extremely bad. So we do it now in the morning. It's nice to have it at night. Does everybody remember this one in the party in the USA? Blythe. Do y'all dig? Yes, we did dig this area because the wind was so bad that anytime we would go out, we'd get blown away. So we had some construction guys come in and dig this hole for us, and it's nice because it does protect us when we're out here. Just so we can, we do a lot of target practice out here. So I'll show you some of our targets that we have. So, which is nice, which is the other fun thing. We get to, it's pretty free out here. Not a lot of people around, but you do hear that all day long is target practice. So this is one of our targets that we did. We did pretty good. Not too bad. We got a couple. I did a couple here. And then we have another one over here. We set up all kinds of stuff. Coke cans and, cans to shoot at. This is our other target that we get. We hit that many, many times. This thing is pretty much. But yeah, we dug it, and it helps, when you're out here and it's windy and you want to just hang out at night. So, but hi, little girl. He's hiding in the shade over there. He's chilling in the shade. So, and then we had a bunch of wood delivered, and yeah, I love it here. It's really awesome. I have a hobby that I like to search for stones, so I go out and I look. I will keep you alive in my basement, living off dripping of the. I will keep you alive in my basement, living off the drippings off the wall. Interesting. Please. No, thank you. How far are your closest neighbors? Okay. So probably. Let's go check that out. How are you, Dr. Sweetheart? I'm good. Today I'm good. I'm doing good. Our closest neighbor really is, one of them is down the street over here, and they own a dog kennel. So I hear all their little puppies all the time, which which is not too bad. The noise isn't too bad here. We've got our Starlink and our satellites, and so that's our closest neighbor on that side. And then that's our closest neighbor over there on that side. So pretty far. And then this property has been abandoned for such a long time. I go over there all the time. Kind of like a haunted, reminds me of a haunted place. So, and then we've got some, we never see cars driving or anything. So when we do, we're like, oh, someone's driving by. So it's a telephone people. I don't know what they're doing out here so early, but anyway, those are our closest neighbors, and nobody really is in those homes. I think they're vacation homes for most of them because we don't see anybody in those homes ever. But I know this green building or the green fence, they have a kennel. So they live there. And then that White House way over there, they just bought that. So I know they live there. It looks like they're doing some sort of building or something over there. And then that's it. And then on this side, we won't have any neighbors at all, really. And like I said, it's all government land, so you really can't build anything. So it's nice. That's one of the reasons. What are those plants you're growing? These, oh, I forget what they're called. It's on the tip of my tongue too. Got this freaking bee flying around me. I know one of my listeners out there knows what it is. They're beautiful though. They have these beautiful white flowers on them. Oh, sorry guys. Yeah, they're I forget the name of them. So, but they're gorgeous. So we planted a bunch of them. Yeah, I forget the name, but you can see some of the flowers. Sometimes in the spring, they're beautiful. In the spring, they're just absolutely beautiful. So they have these gorgeous white flowers, and they bloom, and they're just absolutely beautiful. Gosh, I wish I could remember the name. It's on the tip of my tongue. I forget. Maybe someone will notice what they are and let me know. What purpose did they serve besides use up the water? Hopefully they're going to grow big enough. I think those grow really large, and they'll provide a lot of shade. That's why we did the trees. None of this was here. None of these trees were here. Nothing was here. Come here, dupers. Come over here, dupes. Come on, little one. So we're hoping to get some shade on the property at some point. And beside, they're beautiful to look at. So, but we have a schedule for the watering system. So here's part of the lines that go to the water and the well. But we do have a watering scheduling system, so we don't they're on a system. So oleander, that's what they are. Oleanders. Yes. Bye, Catherine. Have a good day. Queen, sweet princess lady. Oleanders, yes, that's what they're beautiful. Actually, they're very, very beautiful trees. I love them because they're absolutely gorgeous in the summer. Well, in the spring, actually. They just started, the flowers just started to go away, but there's some that are still, they flower here and there. So let's see, how far are those mountains if you want to go there? So you cannot, because that's military land, you are not allowed to go near those mountains at all. There's a sign past that telephone pole. So that telephone pole, there's a road behind it, and after that road is all military. So they do their practices right out there. So you're not allowed to go near those mountains at all whatsoever. And at night, you'll be able to see all the lookout, like they have like satellite lookout towers at the top. So at the top of all these mountains, they absolutely monitor everything. So all these mountains at the top, and at night you can see the lights on the towers. So you're not allowed to go anywhere near that. So the oleanders, they condition the soil drought resistance, and animals won't eat them. There you go. There you go. So you can go, like I said, that mountain there is all trails. So you can go to the road after the telephone pole, and then that road, if you follow it all the way down that way, will lead you to those trails in the mountains up there. But as far as these mountains back here, no, you cannot. You can't. And they go all the way down. And at the very end, way down there, it does stop, and then you could do some trails over there. But most of the trails are on this side of this side of our house, and that's where all the gold mining trails are. Like they're really, really cool trails, and you can see all the mines. And we went there. We took our 4x4 and we went up there for a couple of days, and it's crazy. Those mines are insane. They go down for miles and miles, and just insane. What would you want to condition the soil? What are you using the soil for? They're just, I guess, better environmentally good for here. And they're really pretty trees. So we're not using the soil for anything, but it's just, I think, better. They're able to grow out here in this heat. It gets to be like 127. Our high was 127. So a couple years ago in Death Valley, the high, I believe, was 129, and then the high here was 127. So it's been pretty bad with the weather, the heat. So we come out super early in the morning, and then we go in around 10 a.m. It starts to heat up, 100, 101, and then by 4 o'clock it's about 115, and then by 6 o'clock it's about 110, and then by 8 o'clock it's about 105, and by midnight it holds till midnight. Like 105 holds to midnight, and then it starts to cool down. But lately it has been like really. Yesterday was in the low, it's like 75 when I first came out. Today is like 75. So it's been real nice. It's actually been like a nice time to come out in the morning with them. So I'll probably lounge out for a little bit today because it's bearable. But yeah, it's the better soil condition, the more variety of plants can be added. Coverage keeps the house area cool. Oh, this guy, I knew he would know. He's a regular, and he's got to be some sort of he's great with plants because he knows a lot about this. The mesquite trees and nitrogen to the soil. So the better the soil condition, the more variety of plants can be added. Coverage keeps the house area cool. The mesquite trees add nitrogen to the soil. Thank you so much for that. I am not really much of a gardener. So unless she's growing vegetables to eat, there's no purpose of having good soil. Oh, yeah, the plants do. Yes. So we never had birds here ever in the whole time we've owned this property until we put these trees in. And now we have birds coming to our we put a water bath for them. And it is amazing, the birds, the wildlife that we have. It's beautiful. And they eat the pests. Yes. Yeah, you need trees to keep the house cool for sure. Yeah, it's like blazing hot out here. So, and now we have gorgeous birds. I mean, I have some pictures Beautiful, beautiful birds I've never seen before in my life. So it's brings the wildlife. It's beautiful. We have some crazy wildlife out here too, like coyotes. We have some videos on the channel um, about the coyotes, and we put a ring camera out one night, and we videoed overnight some wild animals, and the rabbits are massive. They're like the size of her. They're like the size of her. Her food scraps can give the soil nitrogen. It's not hard to get nitrogen. Food scraps bring coyotes and smell. Yeah, so we do have the coyotes, and that's another thing that we're very cautious of. And thank God we have the fence. And we've had to put up, like, on the fences, like some of the fence at the bottom, we could see something has tried to dig their way through. Oh, sorry guys. Yeah, something has tried to dig its way through. So we have had to put these up, like rocks here and there. My go-to is acting crazy again. I mean, my GoPro. Yeah, so we've had to do, that stuff, and we've had to do a lot of stuff actually. Wait, excellent. What to die in desert is to leave food out. Want to die in the desert is to leave food out. She has a fence plus dogs for coyotes anyway. Yes, yeah, these dogs, they're pretty good. They're actually pretty good. But the coyotes, yeah, they're definitely, like I said, I have video, and then we have something that we keep covering up this hole, and I know it's like those little squirrel, I forget what they call them. They call them squirrel something. They're desert little squirrels. Not really familiar with all the wildlife either out here. I just come to relax. Come to chill, have campfires, you know. And coyotes can be about 80 pounds. They can jump that fence and eat those dogs in 2 seconds. Yeah, they could. You're right, JK. They probably could, but we're out here with them a lot. Like, I don't really let them come out here unless I am with them because of what happened with her, with the snake. Prairie dogs, that's what they are. Prairie dogs. So they have their little holes everywhere, and we keep trying to bury them, but you need more water, huh? We have to tell the mister to come get you more water. Huh? Yeah, we this cactus over here we planted maybe, I don't know, back in March, and it was one little tiny little thing. One piece. And this thing is like, we had no idea it was gonna it was gonna do that. So never seen a coyote jump a fence. Oh, my thing is getting hot, so it's not behaving correctly. Oh, it changed the setting on me. Sorry guys. They can. I mean, I don't doubt that they wouldn't. I don't doubt that the coyotes would not come and jump the fence, but we, like I said, we we target practice, so obviously we have stuff to protect ourselves with. So, and I don't usually go out without being with them, because my little girl is, I love you. Oh, you are so beautiful. Look at that face. Look at how cute. You are the best. And she's the one that is actually the lizard killer. She's the lizard killer. Um, she will uh, bring in the lizards and just yeah, she's just, thank you so much. Yeah, she loves lizards, and I was horrified when she brought them to me. Um, they were pretty, I felt bad. I don't like them, but I felt really bad that she had, pretty much she had, killed them. So picture of him. He's more the lazy one. How much did it cost to build the house? Luckily, we got in with a bunch of good guys. We had some architects come down and, draw us some plans and what we wanted to do with the place, because, like I said, it looked like that house over there almost, except it had siding in it. And so we did that, and that was way out of our price range on what, the drawings they did and what they wanted. So my husband actually did the floor plan, and he did most of meeting with the contractors and stuff like that. So actually I did a lot of it. But it wasn't cheap, I'll tell you that. We did buy the land very inexpensive many years ago. But again, the house was not livable. We could not live in it until we at least had the well taken care of. The land, the outhouse had to be gone. We needed a bathroom, plumbing, electrical. So for the first 6 months, we actually lived in a hotel down the road. And then we came here every day and, just met with the contractors, and they came in, and so we have everything brand new. We customized everything to our liking. So everything's customized, the whole kitchen, the whole, the bathroom, the bedrooms, everything was customized to how we wanted it. So our kitchen is absolutely beautiful. It's amazing. We have a nice living area. It's beautiful. It's absolutely gorgeous. A lot of the houses out here are old, and and there are some Airbnbs. I don't know if you can see way down there, but there's a lot of Airbnbs down there. And then most of the stuff over here, like way down there, are Airbnbs. Not a lot of people can physically live out here. So, because of, extreme weather, and it's rough. It's not, the winds, you'll see, if you go to the channel, you'll see one of my videos. We get major sandstorms. I mean, uncontrollably major sandstorms. So that's why, hence all the sandbags everywhere to hold everything in place. So yeah, it's brutal. It is brutal. It's a rough place to live, and there are no services out here. So that's the other thing. No ambulance, no fire, no police. We're 2 hours, an hour and a half from town. So that's the other thing that's kind of, it's pretty much, it is a vacation home, really. But I would live here if I could. Like I said, I work in the city, so I travel on the weekends. But we have this house, there's cameras on every corner, every edge, every telephone pole. We have cameras everywhere on this house, and my husband does live here with the dog, so glad ain't no HOA. Right? I saw something on YouTube yesterday about the HOA king. Oh my God. Because we were thinking about buying a house, and it had an HOA, but it had a cheaper HOA. And now that cheap HOA is like 300, 400, 500, 600, 700 a month for the HOAs. So yeah, there's no HOA out here, but I'm waiting for something to happen. I mean, it's just too good to be true out here. The taxes aren't too bad out here. We don't pay really high taxes out here. I mean, it's, you know, it's enough because California is expensive to begin with. The food costs are ridiculous. I think I had something on my channel where I had a picture. I went to a gas station and the gas was $7.29 a gallon. I had to get a picture of it. Everything in California is expensive. Shacks out here are $250,000. How far is the closest grocery store? It's about 50, 60 miles maybe. So an hour and 15 minutes, about an hour. And that is our Stater Brothers. And then if you go another 20 minutes, we have a Walmart. So we, you know, when we go into town, it's, you know, once in a while, and we pick up for, you know, supplies to last us. But again, I travel back and forth every weekend. So whatever is needed, I bring. You know, I work 3 hours from here. So I bring whatever is needed. And the only issue is if there's an emergency, we're screwed because we don't have, like I said, we don't have services and nothing is. Oh, they're working still over there. They're doing something. They're doing something early in the morning. Yeah, so we don't have services out here, which is, you know, kind of scary. But fortunately, we're still on the younger age. So, but with the rattlesnake bite with her, she was, like I said, dying as I was taking her. So that's not good. That's one thing I do, you know, I do fear is that. So, it's kind of scary. Hi, beautiful. Where's the other one? Where is the other one? Where is he? I'm surprised, California. Unless you bring your trash as much as they want. So, like I said, that's why we have a fire. So we burn all our trash. And yeah, we have to burn the trash. We don't have, though you can pay for a service, they'll come and pick up. You can have one of those like green big, you know, trash bins outside the front of your house, but we don't want that because it makes the house look nasty. So I'm surprised California lets you burn your trash as much as they go green. Yeah, so we only burn like the paper. Everything else, like I take back, and I have to do the recycling. So I take all the stuff and recycle it. I take it back with me to the city, and I throw it in my recycle because we can't burn any plastic or anything like that out here. So it's a lot of work. It is a lot of work, but you got to follow the rules, and you know you can get in big trouble for that. So so I do take, you know, any plastic or anything like that. We definitely do not burn that. It's not good anyway to smell because the dogs are around it all the time when we're doing the fires. So I guess you could say we burn the plastic bags, but that's about it. That's about it. How will they know if you're burning plastic? They probably don't. They probably wouldn't. But I mean, I just don't want to. I don't try. I don't want to. This thing. It keeps switching modes. It's getting hot. I just don't want to. I don't trust, you know, the city or the government or anything like that. So I just make sure that, you know, I'm following the rules and doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Yeah, my mode keeps resetting on this. Yeah, I just do what I should be doing. So I don't want to, you know, they can make up anything they want. So I make sure How long have you lived out there? Crazy story. So we bought the house in 2019. We tore it down, rebuilt it. Took us about a year. Lived in it till 2022, I think it was. Sold it. And then just rebought it back in 2024. So plastic stinks, not worth burning. Right, exactly. Yeah, we sold it and made a profit and then regretted selling it because we went back to our little apartment in the city in San Diego. And we were really like, even though we made, a little profit off it, it was still, we missed it. We just missed it. So luckily the realtor that was selling it called us and said, hey, your house is back up for sale. Are you guys interested? And we're like, yeah, we want it back. So that's how that happened. So we bought it back in 24 for a little bit more, obviously. We still maintained a profit, but so we've been here since 2024, so a year now, a little over a year. But we plan on holding on to it now forever. It'll be, I don't plan on selling it again. So unless something really, really bad, and California is not going in the right direction anyway, so who knows what can happen. But the house is dear to us because we pretty much built it ourselves. A lot of the work was done ourselves. So it's it has sentimental value to it. So it's precious to us. So but we did the we did central AC. So we did do all the what do you call it, mini splits in the house. So we have central AC. It's our AC unit there. And I'm usually chilling on the couch here and in the hot tub here and chilling on the couch and in the hot tub. But when we sold the house, this picture window wasn't there. So the people that bought it put that window in, which was an extra window we were keeping just in case one of ours, got broke or whatever. But all the windows are specially treated. Like we went all out when we did this house. So, but it was nice. They did some improvements themselves, the people that bought it. And when we bought it back, it was, they had done a couple of really nice things to it. So they put this whole front area in. This wasn't there before. So it ended up being, pretty. And then we ended up doing the trees and all that stuff. So, but it's beautiful. I love it here. I want to thank everyone for joining. I'm going to head on out and catch some sun while I can. And hopefully I do this every Sunday. So hopefully I'll see you guys next Sunday if you want to join again. Everybody have a great Sunday, and I hope to see you again. Take care, everyone.